let's just go. So this is called Don't Eat the Cashier. Hopefully now, whenever I'm looking down and reading, my eyes aren't closed like this or doing this weird eye thing. My eyes are already going to look weird because, one, I have my glasses on, so the camera kind of glitches out. You can probably see the difference. Well, actually, it looks about the same. Getting to the point. The first time we played this, we matched up with Damon or Dathan or something like that. And so I'm going to start again. I don't know why my slot is not here. We're going to start over. And hopefully we get somebody else. She, her. Also, if it looks like I'm always frowning, it's because of the angle of my iPad camera, which is what I'm using. Type 2, diabetes. I also have to go to work at literally 8:30 tomorrow. So I really should not be playing this. I should be going to bed. All right, Kara is my name. Yeah, my name is Kara. Sometimes I really wonder, well, how, but my thing is, oh, because I didn't save. Sorry, my thing was glitching out because I had my hand over. Wait. Oh, I have to periodically save. I mean, there was nothing there. All right. So, is that quick save? Okay. I sent out resumes to every conceivable and inconceivable place, applying for every position where I could somehow use my degree in art. That's such a shame because every single person I know who has a degree in art says that they wish they never got their degree in art. So, 0 responses. I had to swallow my pride and find at least something. Human organism wanted. For work at gas station. Organisms' duties include selling food for mouth. Selling food for mouth just sounds so wrong. I know what they're saying is I sell food for the mouth of these entities, but it doesn't sound good. Okay. Silence and obedience. I can do that. Household tasks, obeying those who are more ancient. So we're dealing with Cthulhu's and Methuselah's here. They offer new and old faces of friends, long and different life, consumption of nourishment, juicy juices. Oh, wait. Long and different life, consumption of nourishment, juicy juices, and trips to human places. Okay. Food for mouth. Seriously? The guy's got a style of his own. I can read better than this, trust. I really can. Apparently the manager is just an eccentric dude. Or is this their new marketing tactic to grab attention? Whatever. People often told me that I have my quirks too, because I'm super quirky. I'm not that girl. And that's even if they haven't seen my fursuit. Gonna pass that up. No judgment, but interesting to know that she's furry. As if I didn't know this the first time I played. Well, whatever. As long as he's not a complete jerk who'll hit on me or make me scrub the floors with a tooth. Oh my gosh. I didn't scream. I couldn't move. My brain feverishly tried to find any category for this in its database. Hallucination? Psychosis? Too many energy drinks? Too many Alanis? Or did I have too many Celsiuses? Too many Monsters? No, I wouldn't drink Monster. A typical middle manager? The monster from my nightmares stirred. Its tentacles crept closer to the counter. My God. The creature made a sound. Not from a mouth. It had none. The sound emanated from the deep within its bulk, hollow, profound, bone-shaking. Greetings, organism. I am Bob? Bob? We're gonna say Bob. The indescribable and terrifying consumer of worlds. But you, grain of salt, may call me Manager Bob. So he literally called us a peasant. Sorry, I know it's so weird that it's shaking, but I'm doing the best I can. My avatar, that is. I don't know how to make it stop shaking. I can't take my glasses off or I won't be able to read well. I'm trying to see if I can, like, get this right. Okay, I don't know I don't think there's anything that I can do to fix my shakiness. I'll try not having my glasses on. Okay, that actually did make a difference. I'm just going to be close to the screen so I can read. All right. No. This isn't real. I'm dreaming. I need to wake up. You will sell food for mouths and obey me, for I am ancient. Memorize the rules of this establishment, for my patience is as limited as the salary I offer you. He's got jokes. That's literally from SpongeBob, the stepping sound. Rule number 1, you sell, no matter what. Chicken food for the mouth, gremlin fuel, noodles made from cursed souls? I think not. Sorry, y'all. I just had some bulldog ramen. And it's coming up. Lottery tickets for extra limb raffles, discount rot, ritual foil. Everything must be sold. He points directly at me with that creepy, slimy tentacle. Gross. It's got an eye on it. Every miserable unit of currency brings me closer to my triumph exit from this pitiful hole. I pinched myself, but I didn't wake up. Rule number 2. I don't even remember rule number 1. In all honesty. So, this is interesting. Be polite to customers. Ignore bald spots and werewolf fur. And watch out for drafts when ectoplasmic energetic entities are in the store. What? But don't let them get too bold. Customers are just walking containers for currency, and they should only pay in monetary units. This dude is literally Mr. Krabs. Like, he has to be the relative of Mr. Krabs. Because this is his MO. Money, 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 money. Payment and existential dread or hair of the dead is not accepted. Don't know what that means. Many of them come here just to chat because they are idle and purposeless organisms. Your task is to make them part with their currency anyway. What's a done deal, boss? It is also your duty to heal organisms if they are injured using special kits. If they die, they can't give away currency. That is so true. And I have to respect the, sociopathic nature that is. To keep people alive only for their money. For you. Okay. Werewolves, ectoplasmic entities. And what the hell are you anyway? Okay, I'll hold back. Excuse me, dear sir. You seem to have mentioned werewolves and ectoplasm. Silent tremble with fear. I'm not going to silently tremble with fear. He's not going to know that I'm scared. Well, excuse me, dear sir. That just sounds so, I hate how that sounds. It sounds so like, not I don't know. We'll tremble in fear, but just know IRL, I would not be trembling with fear. Carl would not be trembling with fear. All of this just doesn't fit in my head. I'm sorry, I have to keep looking over to see if my avatar even... I'm so nervous about this since the first one was just so bad. Okay. All of this just doesn't fit in my head. I'm shaking so much that the cheap plastic badge pinned to my uniform rattles. I am the embodiment of pure, unadulterated terror. Penguin Z0 just uploaded a video. This is the correct reaction when confronted with a superior entity. Your fear is evident of a functional survival instinct. However, the noise gets me. However, it is completely unacceptable. Many of our customers enjoy seeing a smiling muscle spasm on the face of the serving organism. Demonstrate a crooked smile, burst into tears. I'm not bursting into tears. I'd rather give a very awkward smile. I gather all the remaining motor control that isn't currently engaging in convulsions. Then I take a shaky breath and attempt to smile. The corners of my mouth twitch upward, but not in sync. I can feel one side higher than the other. Acceptable. Oh, we got a heart, y'all. We got a heart from the squid, who has a tie not attached to any clothing, which means it's just pinned into his being, which is gross. The asymmetry is a bit distracting, but the main muscle groups are activated in the correct configuration. You have successfully created a smile. Maintain this configuration in all customer interactions. I shall try, but I most likely will have a neutral face. He suddenly places a jar in front of me on the counter. And the last rule, remember, organism, this tip container must be filled with money by the end of your wake cycle. If the bottom of the jar is visible, you will clean the sanitary rooms with this object in the dimension of absolute horror and suffering for 2,510 years. I couldn't take my eyes off the fork, the potential tool of my eternal servitude. At this moment, my mind was fully capitulated. Yes, I was hired by a multi-eyed cosmic architect squid. Yes, my clients will be non-human. Yes, I'm being threatened with a fork and eternal toilet cleaning. How could anyone clean anything with a fork? He could have at least given me a spork. Then I can scrub with like the tongs, and then I can scoop with the spoon part. Spork supremacy. The same will happen if you even if you think of escaping before the end of your work contract. My ocular sensorium perceives the subtlest of matters. It will detect you in any corner of this pitiful planetary sphere. That sounds OP. That sounds mad OP. Crap, I'm stuck here. I'm in a trap. Do you understand, organism? Yes, sir. And then 2,510? Why not 2,511? I am not freaking clicking on that joke of an answer. I shall be obedient. I got more hearts. Acceptable. Goodbye, organism. Good luck in your currency acquisition and button pressing. Thank you, sir. Could you show me how exactly do I press the buttons? Points at the buttons on the vending machine. Yes, I think I can handle this perfectly. Okay, last time I clicked the top one, and it added just like unnecessary extra time, so we're gonna say we can handle it. Adequate. Your willingness to fulfill your work duties deserves my emotional approval. Human entity, you are acceptable. I mean, okay. If you expect a monetary reward instead of an emotional one, you need to immediately reconsider your moral compass. Greed is a highly condemned trait for a human organism. You're telling me. That summarizes basically where I live right now in 2026. Oh, let me... How do I full screen this? Can I full screen this? There we go. Alright. This concludes the briefing. Do not tremble anymore and be a brave organism in the future. But if it benefits business, then tremble. He didn't return as a human would. His tentacles... Well, wait. He didn't turn around as a human would. His tentacles simply shifted his entire mass in another direction with a sort of gurgling sound. And he waddled across the linoleum. That's so gross. That's so gross. I bet he left like slime too. Let me go get that mop. Finally, he left me alone. The silence at the gas station was broken only by the hum of refrigerators containing juicy juices and the buzzing of the neon lamp above my head. I stood in the same spot, as if rooted to the ground. My breath returned to me in a sharp, uneven gasp. My hands were shaking. The tip jar, which I needed to fill to avoid ending up in a dimension of ancient horrors, still stood proudly on the counter. Okay, so what just happened? Option 1, I've gone insane. That's the most likely conclusion. Prolonged stress from job hunting, malnutrition, nerves, anxiety, and a disrupted sleep schedule. And let me tell you what, that's IRL on Crip. Everything applies to me except for malnutrition. I eat way too much. I'm overnutritioned. But man, I mean, I haven't done job hunting, but thinking about job hunting makes me tired. I have nerves and anxiety, and my sleep is questionable right now. So, yeah. I get it. Yes, that's it. I'm going to wake up on my couch in my dingy rented apartment. I pinched myself again. And nothing. I scanned the room once more. It smelled of gasoline and old coffee. It was still absurdly real. And that meant everything he said. It was all true. Werewolves, vampires, tips, the fork that wasn't a spork. A hysterical mix of laughter and a scream of terror welled up in my throat, but I held it back. I needed to get through this. I needed to... Now, let me tell you right here, if I get the same guys last time, I would be a little bit upset. His name was like Deiran or something like that. And he was like a demon lord or whatever, but I want somebody different. Not that it'll, that you'll know the difference. Oh no. Don't tell me that's the first customer. Click. The jingles sound nice. Bells. What the hell? Oh, we got the same guy again. That's fine. That's fine. I know what the ending originally was for me, and I don't want that, so I'm going to be slightly different. Oh, crap. Where the hell did this clown come from? He quite literally is a clown. It took great effort not to look away from those red eyes, burning in the pitch black darkness. Is he amused? Is he wondering if I'm tasty? Bob didn't exactly give any guarantees that I wouldn't get devoured at work. That's true. That's actually true. Also, he looks like a mix of her from Powerpuff Girls and that freak from Hunter x Hunter. Or Hunter x Hunter, whatever. You can't just appear with the sound of a creepy piano, sir. Isn't it strange that I work at a gas station for a couple of bucks, Yet you are the one who wears the jester's hat? Give me a break. Oh, give me a break. Good evening, sir. What would you like to purchase? Please, don't eat me. I'm just a miserable, tasteless cashier. Alright, we're going with the normal one. Okay, he kinda cute. Purchase. Oh, he has his hand on his face. It's a nice jaw. I would like to purchase your attention. Oh my gosh. Get out of here. I suppose that's free. It's sort of included in the service package. A little flirty. I suppose it's free. Wink. But only for you, sir. You're lucky, esteemed sir. My attention is on sale today. Gross. I'm not sure that's on the sales list. However, there's plenty of other things. What would you like to purchase? Alright. Kara, in this game, we're like an awkward person. So, we're not going to be super flirty because we're scared and we just want to get back to making money. Okay? So we're going with this one. Ah, yes. That's why I'm here. Another corner of the universe. Amazingly, people live here too. And they trade as well. Yet, well, there's nothing to be surprised of. If you think about it, I expected something more interesting. Oh, wow, I read that totally wrong. There's nothing to be surprised of if you think about it. I expected something more interesting. At least a world of lizards and ancient descendants from Hyperborea battling them. Is that a place? Hyperborea? I don't know. My God. Another crazy person with a strange way of speaking. And it seems he's in the mood for a chat, which is unfortunate because I need you to buy what you want, put something in the tip jar for your girl, and then leave for the next person that I can get a tip from. So, what is a beautiful, charming lady like you doing in such a dreadful, dirty island of misfortune? Well, you see, I do not qualify for many jobs. I'm broke. My car has been broken into multiple times. My AC isn't working in both my car and my apartment. The list goes on and on. This is all I could get, bud. Or rather, what is a place like this doing with such a charming lady as you? Oh, get out of here. It's cheesy, but it is funny. He's a charmer. Oh, wait. Where are my manners? I suppose I must introduce myself. I have many names, most of which are not fit to be spoken in the company of a lovely lady. The nicest I've heard is the Mad King. First of all, yeah, you could have introduced yourself earlier, but also, what are those other names? And I'm not even asking in a flirty way, I just want to know what those other names are, because I'm nosy. A title I plan to pass for me to myself for the coming centuries. Very funny. However, my mortal mother named me Deiran. We're going with Deiran. Now, may I have your hand? No. No. Because I don't know you. You're some demonic entity that literally calls yourself the Mad King. What I want your hand to do is to go into your wallet, get some coins, and put it in the tip jar. I'm not asking for much. Offer him your hand? No. Sorry, my mother told me not to offer my hand to strangers, or any other parts of me. Sir, oh, your highness. Oh, God. So, the first time I picked the bottom one, because I thought it was kind of funny and it wasn't like super flirty. That being said, when I was at my job and a freaky person came up to me and asked me for my hand to like pray over me, I actually did that. So I'm going to take a chance and think like I'm too nervous. Ooh. He suddenly bows his head and presses his lips to my knuckles. Meeting you is truly a pleasure. Well, I mean, it kind of is to meet you too. His lips are cold, yet a ghostly warmth spreads across my skin. Oh my gosh. Probably his breath. So here I am, dealing with a real gentleman. How lovely. Or a king, as he calls himself. Of all the kings and emperors locked in their soft chambers, this one has probably found a way to escape. Girl, he owns like a whole place. He didn't have to escape from anywhere except for when he was born. The birth canal. May I know your name? I really would rather not. Can I get like, can I give him like a nickname? I don't immediately realize he's asking me a question. Still in a daze from that gentlemanly kiss. Oh my gosh. My name is Kara. I am also a queen, the queen of the gas station. Absolutely not. My name is Kara, sir. Maybe. I refuse to reveal my true nature, my true name. Demons always do terrible things with them. My name is Kara, but my friends call me Big... Not even gonna finish that. I kind of want to just say, like, my name is Kara. I'm definitely not saying this first one because it just sounds way too cheesy. But I kind of don't want to give him my name. Excuse me. I wish, though, she would just have said, I refuse to reveal my name. And not that demons always do terrible things with him, because you're testing him by doing that. You're testing him. That being said, I want to use that one. Refusal. A rebellion against an age-old tradition. Against age-old traditions. I still got that heart though, huh? It wasn't broken, was it? My lady, your rebellion's spirit certainly commands respect. You betcha. You freaking bet. What a pity that plastic badge on your chest holds a different opinion. What? What do you mean? What do you mean? He's got his hand on his face again. Lady Kara. Gosh darn badges. Give it back. Oh, he took it. He took it from me. Well, whatever. I didn't really want it anyway. That's true. I'm not gonna ask for it back. I didn't really want it. What's stoicism in the face of such blatant theft? Dude, you're acting like you did like a whole heist. But what if someone steals your identity? You don't even have a spare one. It's always good to have at least 10 just in case. Actually, how do you know I don't have other entities? You think I'm just a plain human? And that's why you are misunderstood. You are misled. I could be a human with many souls, lives, identities, sir. There are only benefits. Plus, you always have someone to talk to. Think about it. Ew, that doesn't sound good, Deiran. Do you have friends? Are your other identities your only friends? Is that sad? I wonder if our gas station sells straitjackets. I might need one for myself soon. And another for my second person. Okay, stop. No, we need one for Deiran. He could be cute in a straitjacket. I feel like my brain is turning to jelly. And I don't understand when we'll finally get to the point. Actually, it's not all that bad. Honestly, kind of not really all that bad. Honestly. And I don't understand when we'll finally get to the point. I don't really feel like being... That feels a little snarky. Maybe I've just been spoiled by all those mangas about sinister and oh my gosh, not her bringing up the animes. Though the only tragic thing about this client so far is his tragic unwillingness to buy my discount rot. So, let's finally get to the purpose of my visit. Finally. is completely unknown to me. Oh, don't give me that crap. Oh, for crying out loud. There's nothing interesting in the assortment of this pathetic shack. Except for you. So I'm buying your time. Jeez. Oh, it's working on me though. It's lame, but it's working on me. Deiran, stop. Let's have dinner. I'm sure you must be hungry. Actually, I have an apple and a bologna sandwich, and I would prefer to eat that than whatever you are going to take me, unless it's like McDonald's, Popeyes. Oh no. Allow me to create a more pleasant atmosphere for us. Okay. First of all, praise the goat mother. That makes me feel like there are rituals that go on here and cults. Also, I've seen that somewhere and I can't remember. I'm shivering from a gust of icy wind. He just teleported half of my gas station, to a radioactive dump. Or a radioactive dump to my gas station. And the jar's gone! My freaking jar! Ah! Put it back the way it was, the jar! Looks like my rental apartment, but it seems to smell less now. That's a little too self-deprecating, actually. What a wonderful place for dinner. Radioactive cockroaches on the menu. Okay, I think that's a little bit... I don't think that's bad, Snarky, but I don't feel like that's this... Like, I don't feel like that's gas station Kara. But I also wouldn't be like, ah! Put it back the way it was in the jar! I would say the first part. It looks like my rental apartment. Hearts. My dear, I suspect that your life hasn't been easy. But was it really that bad? I mean, it wasn't that bad. I got good people around me. I got Amazon Prime. Don't worry, I won't abandon a lady in distress. Just say the word, and I'll relocate you to one of these incredible, cozy dwellings. You say these, but where is these? Where's the example? Or unless you are saying that this is cozy? I'm sure the local cockroaches don't mind. And together, you can fully enjoy the scent of atomic decay. Dude, you're creeping me out. Get me out of here. It's like when the hot guy ends up being like weird. However, I can't go long without familiar landscapes. Already ruined lands make me melancholic because all the fun has happened without me. Disgusting. Allow me. Snap. Freaking man-bearer frog over here. This is something seemingly less radioactive. Amazingly, I haven't thrown up yet. It feels like I've been flushed twice through an interdimensional toilet. I clear my throat. Seems like I'm sitting at a table. Much better, wouldn't you agree? Hands off the table, bud. No, I need to see the hands. Keep the hands. Couldn't be better. It's beautiful here. And strange. Is this your home? I prefer the dump. Well, maybe. Maybe. My voice cracks are actually fitting in quite fitting in with this moment. Unfortunately, they're just like a normal thing I have to deal with. It's not beautiful here. It's not. I actually think that my apartment isn't too bad. I'm gonna get my carpet changed soon. Like, it only smells bad in one area. Like, my landlady, she's kind of nice. My neighbor's not too loud. It's really not that bad. But I think that sounds rude. And I don't want to be rude to a mad demon king. I adore your decisiveness and drive. It's actually indecisiveness. I'm slowly getting used to the landscape. The fireflies here are quite charming. No, they aren't. But it'd be better without that frog. It'd be better. It'd be better without that frog with a human face. The frog notices me too. Oh gosh. He looks so angry too. Look how angry. It lets out a sad croak and then looks at me with an expression of deep existential despair. I'm with you, bud. I am with you. Say nothing about the frog with a human face, or point at the frog with a human face. Who is that? I really don't want to bring up the frog, but spoiler alert, last time when I did not recognize it, we ended up going into frog lore anyway, so I'll ask. That's Lori, one of the brave souls who dared to challenge my authority. My dear friend who once walked the path of adventure. I kind of figured it was probably somebody who wronged him. However, he didn't foresee the possibility of being turned into a frog on a whim. Let me quick save. He even tried to wield a sword with his tiny froggy legs. Fought to the end, a true warrior. I think that's pretty noble, that as a human frog, you tried to wield a sword. So I commend him. Now, however, his foes are mosquitoes and bigger frogs. Terrible. Tell me, dear. I'm not your dear. Because you're being weird right now. I might have been before when we were at the gas station, and you were just being charming. But now you've brought me to your den. Tell me, dear. Does he bother you? His little existential froggy crisis, I mean. Is it ruining the ambiance? Yeah. He looks at me with an interesting expression. Hold on. I don't want to make a decision yet. What exactly did Lori do? Yes, please disintegrate him. Whoa. Disintegrate? Do I have a mean streak? That's not even mean, that's just like low-key evil. Can you remove him gently? He's suffered enough. I don't mind, Lori. No, I want to watch him. Okay. No. Hold on, I don't want to make a decision yet. I do though, I really want to get out of here. I don't care what he did. I need to get out of here. Please disintegrate him. Wow. I mean, I really don't mind the dude. I really don't even care about how gentle he's removed. I mean, he's alive. You don't mind? Excellent. I think he really sets the tone for the whole clearing, aesthetically. A living monument to the consequence of poor life choices. Dang. Roasted. Lori, did you hear that? The lady grants you a stay of execution. You may continue your pitiful, mosquito-infested existence. Jeez. He used to be like a friend or something. Come on. Be a little nicer. So, dinner. I'm sure you must be starving. Like I said, I have a bologna sandwich and an apple back at my place, but back at the gas station. So I could totally go back there and have that. Traveling between realities must be exhausting. He 100% is trying to manipulate me. He has me going through all these different dimensions to try to get me to feel exhausted so that I'm more, like, not malleable. I'm more easy to manipulate. Okay. We've got some purple meat chunks and purple soup. Nice. This looks strange, but it smells delicious. Meat with honey? That's a very interesting combination. I would have been like, meat and barbecue sauce? And next to the meat, a purple soup? Possibly made from a less fortunate cashier. Dude before me probably disintegrated and made into soup. Whether the food is poisoned or not, if I refuse, His Highness might turn me into a frog too. So I pick up a fork from the table. And this is the most delicious thing I've ever tasted. It's 100 times better than these cheap instant ramen noodles I usually buy in supermarkets. No, it's not. 100% no, it's not. I just had some bulldog noodles with some bulgogi I got from the Asian supermarket, and it was good. It's not as good as the other ramen, but hold your horses before just schmoving into these assumptions. It's not that good. And it's not better than Five Guys. Even the fact that I'm currently in some other universe surprisingly doesn't seem to harm my appetite. As greedy as I am, no, but not. It seems you enjoy our cuisine. My chefs have always managed to cook well, on those occasions when I noticed. I assure you, you won't regret this dinner. At least, not for the first half hour after the meal. Yeah, because that's when the indigestion hits, like it is right now, and I have a bunch of burps and acid reflux. Yes, thank you. You are very kind. This is the best purple goo in my miserable life as a miserable cashier. That's a little too self-deprecating, like, geez. Geez. Why are you doing all this? The dinner, the teleports, all that? Thank you for the food on my plate, not staring back at me. Okay. I could just do the first one and just be like, thank you, hoping to get out of here. But another spoiler alert, that's what I picked the first time, and it may or may not have led to consequences that I do not want. I'm definitely not going to say it's the best, because we're not lying here. I don't care why he's doing all this. We know why he's doing all this. We're not going to play dumb. Let's pick this one. We got a heart. Don't give me ideas. I might not be able to resist. What? To your fortune, however, I want your lovely eyes to look at me, and only me, both the left and the right. Wow, so he was like down bad for someone, and he thought they looked better with one eye. Both of my eyes are just fine. If you really want to get rid of one of them, close your left or right eye. That may or may not work. I particularly like the right one. It has more spark. Then you're reading way into it. They both have the just dull expression, no spark at all. I poke at the food with my fork and watch the peculiar scenery from the corner of my eye. A silence hangs between us that might even be called cozy, were I under heavy narcotics. What's your favorite animal? I don't care. Don't ask silly questions. Return to eating. Yeah, I don't care about his favorite animal. He's probably gonna say freaking human bear pig over here. Fewer words, fewer chances of catching a deadly magic projectile or something worse. 100%. I'm trying to get out of here. By the way, how does the meat taste? It's human, 100%. Is the human flesh tender enough? My fork freezes halfway. Why the hell is there human flesh on my plate? Swallows with difficulty. Yes, thank you. Quite tender. Not as tasty as the one I had the day before yesterday. Jeez. Get out of here with that response. Choose while looking him in the eye. You're in the law. Okay, I'm not one to vomit. I'm not weak like that. Would I confront him by asking, or would I fake it? Because part of me is like, dude, what you put on my freaking plate? But I really don't want to upset this dude. He doesn't like challenging. Look at what happened to Man Bear Pig. I might become that too. We're just gonna swallow it and act like we're okay. And while most ladies would faint or have a fit, you mind your manners. Charming. But don't worry, my little polite marble statue. Dang. It's just venison. As far as I can tell by taste. Not very intelligent. Okay, so we're judging people on taste now? That's not right. Also, you're just gonna have that fork hanging there with the meat, or are you gonna put it in your mouth? Imagine like the flies and stuff dropping on there. It's definitely not Timmy or Carpenter, who unexpectedly disappeared near the large kitchen cauldron, perfectly sized to fit in it. Definitely not. I've personally issued several decrees related to cannibalism, perhaps even concerning its prohibition. But that's besides the point. Quick save. You cleared my plate before I finished! I was liking the human meat low-key. I rarely have visitors. I wonder why. And I'd like to tell you about other interesting guests. After all, it's the most fascinating thing I can share with you. The most fascinating thing you can share with me is the quickest way out of here. I need my tip jar full by my next wake cycle, and you're keeping me from seeing other customers who could be giving me tips. For a place where mushrooms with eyes grow, it can be incredibly dull here. Gosh, we're going into the life story. Oh my gosh. I'm in it for the long haul. Shadows in the clearing thicken and stir. They detach from the gnarled trees, rising up with the ground, from the ground, like black ink, and spread across the wall. Hey, I like shadows. I like characters with like shadows and stuff. Dancing and intertwining, they prepare to perform at the master's whim. Behold, this incredibly crooked castle, my dear. Crooked to the point of absurdity, sadly. In reality, its curves look far more aesthetic. But give the creator some leeway for expressiveness. Many brave and not so bright souls have tried to conquer this terrifying, dark, and eerie crooked castle. So many that it became even more crooked. Quick save. You see, the dreadful monster living there never liked being distracted from its important duties. Terribly important duties, like having a long, deep conversation with its own reflection, or concocting recipes with raisins. Man, he lives a sad life. What a sad life. Wait, a viewer? A viewer? Uncrit? Is this family? If this is family, say hello in the chat. Even if you're not family, say hello in the chat. Okay, well. Gosh. Gosh. Okay, we're continuing. Terribly important duties, yeah. Ah, what a terrifying monster. So far, the scariest thing in this story is the presence of raisins. Jeez, gosh, get over yourself. Listen silently. Yeah, I don't want to talk. I want this to like go faster. The monster was a tyrant, a menace. He sowed chaos and disorder, mostly on purpose. He had countless opportunities for creativity and wasn't afraid to use them. He made people believe they were pigeons, and others that they were grains. I am 100% that grain. I'm that peasant grain. He wouldn't allow his best servants to have windows, fearing that the moon and both suns would get envious and want to take them away. And he demanded they seal the gaps in the doors well. Jeez, man. This dude wants them to have zero contact with outside. Not even light? Like moon or sunlight? Daggum. He locked wizards who came to him for magical gifts in a giant laboratory and promised them power if they invented a kettle that could boil everything except water. Why would one want that? Did they eventually invent the kettle? Who won, the pigeons or the grain? Give me a break. Stay silent. I kind of want to know about the kettle. He's kind of got me interested. Ooh, I got another heart. Invented? Oh, they did much more. After 11 years of failed prototypes, a few explosions, and chemicals running away on their own legs, they succeeded. The kettle could boil even bright memories, but no water. Water would instantly freeze, explode, and file for divorce. Oh my gosh. File for divorce. I'm trying to see. Okay, viewer has left. That's fine. The kid. Oh, we already said that. I immediately rewarded them with a new invention idea. A cup with a sealed top and without a bottom. Let's see how they handle that. But I digress. But behold, a ray of light in the dark kingdom, the first hero, Sir Lorry the Righteous, in all his clanging, self-important glory. He took a knee to rest briefly, because the weight of his righteousness was bad for the health of his poor back. Man, I get ya. I got back problems too. Started in high school, like freshman year. I relate. I relate to you, my guy. Following rumors spread by the same monster, he fought his way through the monster's loyal subjects too. By the way, where did he even find them? Most of my subjects are too busy contemplating the color of suspenders for their suspenders? What? Commented color of suspenders for their suspenders, whatever. Or lamenting their fate. I cherish them in their imperfection. Anyway, it doesn't matter. They were probably the most restless of them. Every story needs minions, 100%. In any case, our hero descended into the Grotto of Despair. The Grotto of Tentacles? Imagine the most sinister name you can conjure. Martin! His name is Martin! The Grotto of my parents' disappointment in me? A little too self-deprecating. The Grotto of Kidney Stones? Cringe. The Grotto of Despair sounds about right. I'll go with that. Indeed. It's a place where one can so wonderfully despair. Gosh, excuse me. Despair. Let's not get sidetracked. Into the Grotto of Despair, our hero descended to retrieve an artifact capable of defeating the Monster King. Aw, is that the Monster King? He looks happy. He looks happy. Why would we disturb him? He looks like he's gonna bring good fortune. The Ring of Incredible Power. A bit shoddily crafted, but I assure you, it looks more aesthetic in real life. Yeah, you've said that before about the castle. Sounds like some insecurities. However, the brave knight didn't know that the incredible power of the ring lay in its 440-pound weight. That was its only magical property. That literally is no kind of magical property. That doesn't make any sense. The only incredible thing about the ring was its incredible stupidity and uselessness. 100%, because if the only thing about it is that it weighs 440 pounds, that's pretty dumb. The realization that he had spent weeks of his life on a divinely heavy paperweight and the sudden, crushing thought that he should have become a baker instead of a hero, just to get some sleep. Yeah, 100% dude could have been like baking bread. His weapon could have been like a knife and a fork and a bowl. You could have been like the top baker in the land, but you chose to try to fight for honor. Well, it broke his poor noble mind. Not that his mind was ever intended for serious burdens. Those cracks are insane. No, the knights! Yes, to hell with you, knights! Nod meaningfully, waiting for him to continue. Yes. So the knight perished. But then along came Elmer Eagle Eye. They say he earned his nickname by escaping from an enemy fortress. On the third day of his captivity, he noticed that his prison cell was lacking the fourth wall. Wait, how after 4 days, how, he only noticed it after 3 days? Was he like cradled only looking out in one direction? An archer of legendary skill who tried to kill me with a precise shot. Constantly. During breakfast, while bathing, at balls, during sleep, and even while I was devising a plan to get rid of him. The audacity. I just hate killing them. Turning them into madmen is much more fun. And I bestowed a little curse upon the elf as well. I made it so that every time he drew his bow, he'd hear the most annoying melody in his ears. It's that song Friday from like years ago, or it's JoJo Siwa. 100%. Or the Island Boys. I'm an island boy. Elmer was a terrible racist. So we got racism in here too. Elmer was a terrible racist. He hated dwarves. So naturally, the melody became the national anthem of the dwarves, played in a loop by a bagpipe orchestra. The pure rage it provoked derailed his aim every time. Quick save. Eventually, he stormed the castle, dropped his bow, and begged for a job at my court, in exchange for changing the song to anything else. He was desperate, and I was a villain. Everything aligned incredibly well. Now, he's my royal huntsman. The dwarf march is replaced with a lively elven sea shanty. And let no one dare accuse me of being callous and heartless. Now he has a salary, good food, clothing, entertainment, and a full guarantee of non-dismemberment. Oh, lucky him. He missed the opportunity to change his dwarf national anthem to Dwarf Serenades. A happy ending, right? Yeah, I don't even understand that first comment. For me, absolutely. I've never had such a good hunter in my life. I never quite figured out where he gets all these species of animals. But no matter. And finally, the witch. I like witches. I like witch outfits. I like the aesthetic. Witches are cool. And a classic giant hat under which you could easily fit another witch. Cute. She tried a different approach. Seduction. She attempted to charm me, to gain my trust, to become my spouse. A fatal miscalculation. She didn't consider the fact that I'd never trusted big hats. Or people. Especially when both come hand in hand. Dang. One of my favorite game characters, Ronnie from Elden Ring, has a huge hat. I love her. I like big hats. And those who wore suspenders and a belt at the same time. A person who doesn't even trust their own pants certainly doesn't earn the trust of His Highness. Daggum. Then again, I don't trust His Highness either. I don't trust myself. Especially the left side of my brain. Especially on Thursdays, but back to hats. I hate big hats too. Yeah, totally. I adore big hats. Hats don't invoke any particular feelings in me. Man, I like big hats. Or at least on witches. I don't want to say I hate big hats too. How lame. No particular feeling. No love, no hate. Not even mild annoyance. Really. I suggest you quickly develop a strong opinion of them. They say it's a highly entertaining hobby. And useless. Like any good hobby. Meanwhile, The witch was quite overt in her murderous intentions, jingling with all her concealed weapons. Dang, she even tried to hide it? She wanted you to know she was coming after you. Why does a witch need so many hidden blades? She must have been very bad at witchery. In any case, she now resides in my dungeon. Oh, and you see. Oh! Anime eyes. I haven't decided what to do with her yet. Her fate is a blank slate, a story yet to be written. So, I offer you the pen. I simply adore random choices. Give me yours, Kara. What punishment fits her? None! She's fine, like she's good. She's doing your bidding, like she's not causing any issues. I like witches, I like big hats. On big witch hats. Let's leave her be. All she did was try to seduce you, dang. You probably tried to kill her too. What? Does he really want me to decide what to do with a real person? Can I even save her? And does it matter what I choose? Everything here follows his whims anyway. But as long as I play the circus monkey, I have a chance to get out of here alive. Yes, Kara, be smart. Maybe I should entertain him. Damn. What should I do? I think the craziest thing would be to spare her. No one would expect that. True. Turn her into a hat. A small one. I refuse to decide her fate. No, we're gonna try to do some mind play here. Some reverse psychology. A quiet chuckle escapes his lips. Another heart. Using mercy as a weapon of chaos, are we? To forgive her not out of kindness, but because it's the most illogical, unpredictable, and therefore maddening thing. She'll spend her life waiting for me to change my mind. Good for her. Waiting for me to jump out from behind a tree. Send her back to the dungeon. Wonderful. Such incredible psychological torment. So be it. Well, at least she'll live. Yeah. I mean, I don't understand, like, you can't understand why she tried to kill you. You're literally a demon king who has, like, killed a lot of people and tortured, apparently. Something's missing from this tale. You never told me about the monster itself. I suppose that's the end of the tale. So the first time I clicked this because I was like, I want it to end. Or no, maybe I didn't. You never told me about the monster itself. I kind of want to know. He kind of has me, like, high-key intrigued. Dear, who cares about these monsters anyway? Dang. Insist I do. If monsters are the muck, then I'm the pig, you see. Cringe. Never mind. The shadows finally dissolve into nothingness. I just saved someone from a terrifying fate at the hands of a madman. I feel a certain pride. It will be a pleasant addition to the horror I felt for the past hour. Deiran, I'm afraid royal duties await me. Our time is up. I shall send you back, Kara. I rise from the chair. I squeeze my eyes shut. Whoa! The light is blinding, even with my eyes closed. Quick save. So unusual after all this darkness. The jar is empty. Gosh darn it! The jerk didn't leave me any tips. He nearly drove me crazy and didn't even leave money. Greetings, organism. How is your work progressing? You are... Give me... I need my entire wake cycle. You're coming back a little too soon. Somebody came and he entertained me, and that's why the jar isn't... Like, he's coming back. He said he's coming back with money. He didn't have his wallet. But he's coming back with... to put in the tip jar money. I see the first transaction. Failed. Report immediately how this happened, organism. I'm not a psychiatrist. I don't know how to deal with the mentally ill. The client tried to pay with existential dread. Can I quit? I need this job. He tried to pay with existential dread. Ah, yes. That particular currency. The exchange rate is terrible. and it's very difficult to deposit into an interdimensional bank. Always too many bureaucratic complications. Quick save. Ah! So it's also your task to dissuade them from this method of payment and make them pay with regular currency. Oh, don't hurt me, boss. It's my first day. It's my first day. Continue working. Oh, thank goodness. I leave in extreme displeasure with you. It's okay, he's coming back with a change. And I hasten to remind you of the threat of punishment. Again. You don't have many chances left to fill this jar before the end of your wake cycle. Goodbye, Mr. Manager. Your tentacles shine particularly beautifully at this moment. Goodbye, Mr. Manager. Should we fluff him up? Or should we just be like, bye? Bye. My mind departs from you, and the organic form follows. He slaps across the floor. The office slaps across. As soon as Bob's rhythmic, wet slaps fade away, a deep silence descends on the gas station. Isn't this what happened before the other dude entered? Quick save. One moment, I'm in a surreal forest, dining on purple goo with a mad god. The next moment, I'm being scolded by a multi-eyed tentacle monster. Maybe these are all just my deathbed hallucinations. I'm going insane. Some part of me enjoys these mad adventures. No. God, give me back my bills, my noodles, my arguments with strangers on the internet. Ooh, that's lame. I kind of did. I'm not a quitter. I'm not going to go back. I'm not a quitter. I'll say what I need to say, convince myself that I enjoyed these adventures to move on and keep trying to make the money. I'm an adrenaline junkie. Disgusting. Now I have to deal with that too. In the midst of my contemplation, terrifying sounds emanate from my boss's office. Unfair bills. Unacceptably large numbers. Of course. What else could upset him? What else could upset him so much, if not that? Steps. Another visitor. Quick save. This one decided to come in through the door for a change. Whoa, Post. He seems unwell. I hope he doesn't knock over my shelves of shampoo with jojoba oil, and delicate lilies on his way. He's not just unwell, he looks like hell. Hey, bars? Literally. All the skin on his left side is torn off from his jaw to his temple. I swallow nervously. What kind of meat grinder has this guy been through? He looks like someone who could rip me apart if he doesn't like what he hears. I need to be careful if I don't want to become the next victim. Click save. Alright, we're going to stop here. And we're going to have this guy for the next one. Alright.